Hi everyone, I'm Rue, and welcome to my channel, where you will learn recipes from a nurse by day, self-taught baker by night. Today we're going to be making cinnamon roll apple pie. Mind-blowing, right? Two of the most favorite, or at least for me, recipes combined. Like, in less than 30 minutes, you can have something yummy, yummy, yummy in your tummy. And it literally takes only about 10 minutes to prepare. So if that sounds like your vibe, stay tuned. So if you guys have ever struggled with baking or anything like that, this recipe is for you. You're only gonna need cinnamon grand rolls or the regular rolls, completely up to you depending on the muffin pan. We'll get into that in a sec. Some apple pie filling of your choice. I like Lucky Leaf because it doesn't have high fructose corn syrup and it seems to be just a little bit higher in quality, but completely up to you. You do you, boo. Now, shout out to the Scott and Karen Show, a YouTube channel that actually tried this recipe with the grand rolls and the apple pie filling a few months ago. I'm actually shocked that it didn't take off more than it did because it looks amazing. Like, more YouTubers need to try it. But anyway, I am gonna try that exact same recipe, but of course I have to remix it a little bit. So I'm gonna add a cinnamon brown sugar butter drizzle to the top. This is a play on the TikTok viral cinnamon roll sensation that went round the world a year ago and then around again a few months ago. Anyway, we're taking that brown sugar mixture and we're gonna drizzle the top and take this amazing recipe to the next level and completely blow your mind. Let's get started. Okay, similar to the original recipe, we are greasing our muffin pan with butter. I did mine with butter. I think the original recipe, they sprayed it with some Pam or something like that. You can do either. I didn't have any, so I just went ahead and buttered my pan. So we have one pan here, and we're going to butter the bottom of the second pan. And I'm going to show you why we're going to do that. Similar to the original recipe, we greased the pans, the inside of one pan and the upside down part. Sorry, it's late and I am recording and I'm like, what is this called? The bottom of the pan. We grease this part. Now, I think you could spray it or you can use butter. I didn't have spray, so I just went ahead and buttered it. Okay, we are going to then take our cinnamon rolls and we're going to just put them at the bottom of the pans. I have large cupcake / muffin pans, so I'm going to use grands. If you have a regular size muffin pan, then you can use regular size cinnamon rolls. Okay, full disclosure, these only have 5 inside of them. 5 rolls inside of the package here. So I have an extra one that is not a grand, right? And I am going to just take 2 of these and kind of squish it together. That's all. Not rocket science, nothing super crazy. I just had these 2 in the fridge, so I'm using what I got, because why go to the store and buy more when we can use what we got? Okay, so Scott and Karen suggested, advised that when we are making these cinnamon rolls, we make sure that they are room temperature, because they tried to do it and it was cold and they struggled a bit. So I made sure that these rose to room temperature. I took them out of the fridge a while ago and just let them hang out on the counter. Okay guys, so as you can see, these are super soft. They don't look really formed, and that's fine because we're actually gonna make them into little pie crusts. This one, of course, looks like it's standing out from the other 5, and that's because these are the regular size cinnamon rolls and not the grands, because of course the package comes as 5. You could have just let these 5 rock out and leave this one empty, but that doesn't look pretty for me to present it to you guys. So I'm improvising again with what I have, and I'm using the regular size cinnamon rolls for this 6th one. The other cinnamon rolls, trust me, they will be made and they will be eaten. So here comes my pan. We are going to just mash it down. Press, press, press. I have cinnamon all on my hands and they smell yummy, yummy, yummy in my tummy. Okay, I literally am just applying pressure, and hopefully not too much pressure so that this pan comes out. Okay, not too bad. Maybe I'll mash it down again. It didn't really do what it did for them. I do remember them kind of having to spread it out manually. So I think we're gonna have to do the same. And that's totally fine, but looks good. So far, so good. All right, so let's just spread this out somewhat evenly. We just want it to form into a pie crust. And so I am just doing this so that it will not drip down outside of the little bowl that it's making here. All right, and it should look something like this, I believe. This is kind of how theirs looked, and I'm just gonna do the same with the rest. All right, again, we're just gonna take the can of the apple. Oh no. An easy open top. I can't even speak. An easy to open top just became not so easy. All right, let me go grab the can opener. I'll be back. Okay, can opener to the rescue. We are just gonna take out some of our pie filling here. And I see they gave us apple slices instead of chunks. So I am just gonna chop these up a little bit. No biggie at all. And it smells so good. All right, so we will fill our pies, y'all. It is time. It is time. I am super excited. Super excited. Don't overfill. That's one of the things I saw from the recipe, the original YouTube channel that I saw it on. I would have been tempted to just fill it to the top, and I noticed that they didn't, and it was so good that they did not, because when it was done baking, the cinnamon rolls rise, right? And so then the filling, if you overfill it, will run over. So even though you'll have extra yumminess, it's something that you don't want. You want it to be yummy, but aesthetically pleasing, right? You want it to look pretty. Taste pretty and look pretty. I could make a joke right now, but I won't do that. We're gonna keep this PG. All right, almost done. Do I need to chop more? Darn it, I feel like I need to chop a couple more. That's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna chop a couple more apples. So for the cinnamon butter sugar mixture, I'm using 1/8 cup of butter, pretty much a quarter of a stick of butter. I'm also using 2 tablespoons of brown sugar and 1/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. So I am going to, for the interest of time, pop this in the microwave until it's melted, and then I'm going to add the sugar and the cinnamon. Okay, so I just melted my butter and my brown sugar and my cinnamon. Now, while I mix this, I am preheating my oven to 375 degrees. And the cinnamon rolls are gonna go in there. Sorry, the cinnamon roll apple pie will go in there for about 15 minutes, and then we'll check on it and see how they're doing. They may need a couple of more minutes. I think the original recipe called for 13 to 17 minutes, depending on your oven. And we all know every oven is different, so you just kind of have to monitor yours. But I'm gonna say on average 15 minutes, so that's what we're gonna do. I am now going to just drizzle. We are not drenching these in cinnamon butter, okay? We're just adding a little bit more of the yumminess. And you see how much I'm putting? Like literally a teaspoon, not a whole lot. We don't want to go crazy. I just thought how much more yummy it would be to add a little bit more of the cinnamon and sugar. Because, I mean, let's face it, the apples look great, they smell great, but they look like they're missing something. So, can't go wrong with butter, sugar, or cinnamon. Okay? I need to print a t-shirt that says that. Don't steal my idea, y'all. All right. Okay, I think we're good. I think this one might need just a little bit more, just a little. We don't want to drench it because I think that'll throw everything off. We don't want it to be like super soppy and like, ugh. All right, we just wanted to add a little bit more yumminess to this. Okay, so time to pop it in the oven. All right, guys, so this is going into the oven, 375 degrees for 15 minutes, and that's where it's gonna live and bake into its yumminess. We'll be back. All right, guys, our pies are fresh out of the oven and cooled down. As you can see, all of the butter that I pre-greased the pan with turned brown, and that is totally fine. We do not mind brown butter. But these look absolutely amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Nice and caramelized. The cinnamon looks gorgeous, darling, gorgeous. And it smells yummy. So what I'm gonna do is just use the cream cheese icing. I think this is called. I think it's icing. It's not a cake, but drizzle. I will drizzle this on top. If you get the cinnamon rolls with the regular drizzle, that's totally fine. I just am in love with cheesecake, everything cheesecake. So I am just using this. That was the cinnamon roll flavor that I chose. But whatever floats your boat. And you can put as much or as little as you would like. I would recommend not drowning it in it, because then it'll take away from the flavors, right? You want it to be super scrumptious, but you want the flavors to be layered. So you don't want one flavor to overpower another. Alright guys, and there you have it. The cinnamon roll apple pies. Minis. cinnamon roll apple pie minis. Super yummy looking, super scrumptious looking. Now let's see if they taste as scrumptious as they look. It's literally a cinnamon roll with apple topping. It is so good. The best pie crust I've ever eaten. Probably because it's not pie crust, even though I have no problem with pie crust. But this is next level. This will blow your mind. You guys have to try it. So good. All right, guys. Well, that'll do it today. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know in the comment section if you tried it. Tell me what you thought of it. Tell me if you added the brown sugar and the cinnamon and the butter mixture on top. It's not required. It's not necessary. It's just something a little extra to give it a little pizzazz and a little flavor. So let me know if you tried it and what you think about it. And if you like this video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and that like button. And also, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you always know when I upload, because I am committed to delivering you at least one video every week. So stay tuned for more recipes. Thanks and bye for now.